You know, I often kind of think to myself, sooner or later, I'm going to end up going to like some sort of motorcycle meetup or rally or something like that. And it's going to be like the old school, like WWF, WWE stuff when like Stone Cold Steve Austin was in there and like he ran around and just pissed everyone off for like 3 or 4 months straight. And then during like a Royal Rumble, his music sounded and everybody that was in the ring fighting each other stopped and all stood there and waited for him to come in so they could just murder him. I feel like at some point in time, especially with like Grinds My Gears and stuff, I'm just going to show up to one of these rallies and all of a sudden there's just going to be like every like person I've ever made fun of just standing there waiting going, it's go time. But until then, this is Bikes, Beards, and Brews. Let's kick that intro. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we kick this one off, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. New videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, until it gets too cold, then we're probably going down to 2. You've been warned. Let's get the other stuff out of the way. Want to save 10% on our Cardo communicator? Check my referral link down below. Want to support me and all my do-gooderness like these cool guys here? Boom! Then you should check my coffee page down below. Also, check out my GoFundMe. It is running until December 9th, 2022. It is to raise money to buy toys for kids in need in the Manchester, New Hampshire area. 100% of the profits raised are going to buying toys. I do not take any fees and I do not pay anyone. I add money to the pot. The goal this year is 2,000. I'd really like to smash past that like the last 15 years before this. I need you guys to make that happen. That like this doesn't happen without you. Also, just a real quick note, the video before this, I did Beard or No Beard and Who Wants to Win a Dixon. I found out the hard way that GoFundMe does not do notes anymore. Like you guys can't leave me notes and that's a little annoying. So here's the thing, take all the rules that were in that video and then go back to the video. If you've donated money, you want to win the Dixon or you want to enter Beard or No Beard, go back to that video, leave it in the comments what name you donated under and what you're going for. So like Beard, No Beard, or Dixon. And I'll just go back to that video after December 9th. I will round up everything there and we're still gonna give away that Dixon and we're still doing the Beard or No Beard competition. So let's make that happen. All right, let's jump into today's subject. So this is gonna be the top 5 things that motovloggers do that need to die in 2023. And I'm sure there's a ton of others. Let's get through this list and then you go ahead and add yours down below. I'd love for like you guys to kind of sound off as well. But these are the top 5 things I was thinking about that they just need to stop. Like so many motovloggers do this and it is so infuriating and just absolutely nuts. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? So let's just jump into this. Number 1 is fix the damn resolution on your cameras. Look, I know some people are using like older cameras and I'm not trying to like camera shame you or whatever the hell we're gonna call it. If your camera can only go up to like 1080p resolution, that's fine. Put your damn camera at 1080p. But if you're rocking like a brand new GoPro 9 or 10 or 11 or you're doing one of these other like cameras out there and you're still at 1080p, cut the shit. Get that up to at least 4K. Now, I know that the standard argument here is, oh, well, it doesn't matter because everyone's just watching it on a phone and it's like 280p, blah, blah. Look, that argument was effective when everybody was rocking like an iPhone 2. We are now in the world and in the generation where most of these screens are OLED, which means like the resolution on these is probably better than that shitty 2010 TV you're rocking in your living room. And most of them are playing at like a 2K, 4K resolution. If not, they can go higher and they will go higher. Like a 128 gig SD card can record 4K for like 2.5 hours. There is nothing you're doing in your video that is interesting enough where you're going over 2 hours. Like, just cut the shit. Go up to 4K if you can do it. Go up to 1080p if that's where your max is. Go up to 2K if that's where your max is. Max out your goddamn resolution. Stop being cheap bitches and like focusing on really old, dumb, antiquated arguments. They don't work. Stop it. Next up, number 2. Oh, we're going by fast. Stop with the pity parties. I have seen so many videos where like people just get on their bike or they're sitting in their garage and they're like, my life sucks, FML, blah, blah, blah. Look, unless you're living in like a third world country and you're trying to figure out where your next meal's coming from, the whole FML thing is just dumb and it's first world problems and you just need to cut that shit. It is so selfish and stupid. Just cut it out. And really, the whole like pity party thing, that was awesome back in like the 90s during like the grunge and like the whole like depressed era and all that stuff. We're not living there anymore. So like just stop. That is not how you get people to support you. That's not how you get people to want to watch your videos and like actually want to like invest in you and stuff. I'm not going to invest in you if I'm wondering if you're going to off yourself next week. Just stop it. Like seriously. Focus forward, move forward. If you've got some problems, figure those out, sort them. Like, don't sit there and like just drive around whining about shit. It is horrible. Just stop it. This one specifically, we're going into number 3, is aimed right at you female motovloggers. Oh, we're going into some dangerous waters right now, aren't we? So here's the deal. Just like I said before with like people using 360 cameras, this goes out to women. Boobs do not equal content. You need to cut this shit. Like, I've seen so many female motovloggers who like are just all but dumping them out, and then they're sitting there like going, oh, support me over on like this, you know, send me money here, send me money here, buy me this, send me this part for my bike. And they just give you shit content because instead of creating content, they've decided that they're just going to put a few well-placed pieces of fabric that really blur the line between YouTube and that other channel they should probably be on if that's really what they're going for. Like, ladies, stop it. There's a fair amount of women motovloggers I follow, and it's because they put out good, solid motovlogging content. And that's what you should be doing if you're a motovlogger. You shouldn't be bending over in the camera. You shouldn't be like wearing like the lowest cut shirt humanly possible while asking for something, you know, shit like that. You know, if that's how you dress, that's how you dress. I don't care about that. I'm not trying to shame that. It's the fact that there's a lot of you that are very, very obviously doing this to try and get all these thirsty little bitches that are gonna sit there and go, oh, you make such great content. I love watching your content. And you know they don't give a shit about anything you're saying, which is very obvious by the content that you've put out. It absolutely sucks. So just stop it. Put out good motovlogging content. And like, let's just, you know, cut this other stuff. It's over the top. Again, there's another channel for this. I'm sure you can find it. It's everyone's favorite hub. Now, this one kind of piggybacks on the last one. This is number 4. And this is for a lot of you guys out there. I don't know what the hell you're thinking, but clean your goddamn lenses. Like, so many of you look like you just watched all those girls dumping them out and you were filming yourself and decided just to wipe the lens clear. You didn't decide to actually clean it. Like this whole cloudy sort of like milky sort of thing you got going on in your lens where it looks like you're in a permanent fog. Look, unless you're in London and filming, like your camera always looking like you're in fog and stuff is just kind of gross. Like, clean your shit. Turn stabilizing on too. I don't want it to look like Michael J. Fox is the guy filming your videos. Like, how hard is this? Turn on stabilization, clean your goddamn lens, make good content. I don't feel like this should be a difficult thing. And, you know, I'm not here to judge whose content is really good or bad. Like, if you are actually creating content and you're putting time and effort into that content, it's very noticeable. So whether I like it or not, I can sit there and go, that's good content. It's kind of like Iron Maiden. Like, I am not a Bruce Dickinson fan. It's vocally, he just doesn't do it for me. However, I can look at Bruce Dickinson and I can look at Iron Maiden and go, that is a goddamn talented band that does really good work. I don't have to like it to know that it is good. And it's the same with content. I don't have to like your content to know that you are putting in effort and you're doing a good job. How hard is that? Seriously, that is what we're doing here as motovloggers. We're trying to create good content, and a lot of you are getting very led astray. Stop it. So this brings me to the number one. Do real reviews. So if you're reviewing something, that's fine. Like, do it. And if it's been done 100 times over, that's fine as well. Put your own spin on it. Put your own, like, you know, personality into it. But do a review. I can't tell you how many times I've watched a review where somebody just cracks open a box and goes, yep, that's the fucking thing. All right, looks pretty good. That's shopping. That is not a review. Like, I could do that on Amazon. I don't need you for that. Like, seriously, if you are getting a coat, wear the goddamn coat and go somewhere with it and test it. If you are getting GoPro equipment, put the GoPro equipment on your GoPro and actually test it. And that goes with any other camera you have. Same thing with like motorcycle helmets. Motorcycles, like taking the motorcycle around a block and going, wow, that was awesome, is not a review. Ride that goddamn thing and then talk to us about it. And actually have some pros and cons. If you're sitting there reading off the checklist of statistics that come on the website for the thing that you just bought, you're not doing a review. You're being a cuck for whatever business you have just like went hand in hand with. You gotta cut that shit out. If you want people to actually invest in you, if you want people to believe in you, if you want people to actually like trust what you're saying, give us pros and cons, be honest, be real. It's not always gonna be the best thing for the company that you're reviewing for, but that's what a review is all about. How hard is that? Seriously, figure that out. You guys, with these top 5, you grind my gears, you're on notice. 2023, knock it off. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Here's a bonus one for you. Learn to take a joke. Seriously. I've had people, especially watching these like grinds my gears videos that they're clearly jokes. Like, they're clearly dumb. This is not meant to be like the be all end all. I've had people unsubscribe to me because like they will sit there and they will laugh through 20 or 30 grinds my gears. And then they will come to that one that hits a little too close to home, and oh man, their butt gets more hurt than like if they had like stage 5 hemorrhoids. I'd say a great example of somebody who knows how to take a joke is Eric from Kraken's Garage. That dude actually did a shout out for me not too long ago. And it was probably the most hilarious shout out I've ever heard him do, because he literally just sat there in his garage and listed off every single thing I have ever made fun of that he owned. And then he's still shouting me out. That is a guy who can take a joke, has a sense of humor, and understands that I'm not, you know, coming over here going, all right, time to make a video about Eric. Fuck Eric. So yeah, seriously, take a joke, guys. Anyway, once again, please check out the GoFundMe. It ends December 9th. I'd really like to get as many toys as possible for kids. And if you want like a little flesh in that game, again, check out the video before this. You can win a Dixon, or you can decide the fate of this beard. And for those of you who might be a little butthurt throughout the years of stuff that I've made fun of, here could be your revenge, because I don't want to lose my beard. Aside from that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, share this video with friends, share it with family, share it with that one cuck you know who's watching like female motovloggers dump it out while he's milking up his lens before he goes out and records. He loves this stuff, trust me. I'll see you all on the flip side.